Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Oh, speaking of tea, this is gonna be that bitter, spoiled type of tea, like it's spoiled milk got in it, because in a lot of ways she reminds me of my ex's mother. Actually, in some way, Mrs. Lockakee's stepmom too. But really, in so many ways, Mr. No-Heart's mother. And this is like a 30-something-year-old woman, which I was kind of surprised. Well, I was surprised, but I wasn't surprised because at first I thought maybe she was just a young woman who didn't know how to hydrate and everything and stuff. But she seems to be a, you know, conventional, pretty young or younger woman, things like that. But ooh, she's so evil. Like sometimes when I tell people ill or ugly or something, like sometimes they think I'm talking about their outward appearance. No, it's like, and I'm talking about like dating apps and stuff because sometimes when men write me, yeah, I look at their profile and it's so ugly. But not, it's like, and sometimes they're like the pretty boy, the Ken dolls, and things like that. But yeah, looking at their profile and what they write, they are so ugly and vicious and awful and terrible, bigoted and racist and stuff. Yeah, it's funny when on their profile they're racist, but then they're trying to, like, sometimes I'm just like, are you trying to trick me so I end up as strange fruit? What are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about this chick, and I'm just gonna call her this chick because I really don't. Like, while listening and watching the different videos, I'm just like, is it worth saying her name? Is it worth giving her that much credit? No. It's like once I see how ugly you are, once you prove to be a vicious, awful, terrible person, then I don't have time for you. And like the way that I watched the video, just different parts of the scene just kept reminding me of maybe that's why Mr. No Heart's mother's like that. Maybe this is how Mr. No Heart's mom was when she was younger. Because I could see her through her. And that was kind of scary. Because okay. First off, if you want to like, comment, subscribe, I know, like, I normally don't like to do that reminder because you get that reminder all the time. And I'm not, yes, it would be great to have this as a full time thing. And I try to do a new episode every single day, but I research and analyze things for the writings of my books, and also I'm really into politics and going deep and analyzing different concepts and what makes a villain and why are bigots so bigoted, and with dating nightmares, why are men so determined to tear women down just to make themselves be to appear better when they're a lot of times below average. But then yeah, let's just say, listen to the episodes. A lot of people hate me because of my episodes, because especially because I provide proof of the bigotry and the racism and the hatred and basically all of the isms. And it's really funny how I show receipts, but then people still try to call me ignorant, or people try to put me down, or people try to say that I'm making it up, or oh, like, yeah, watch the episode where this one woman said it's black people's fault. Yeah, make that make sense. Make that make sense. Okay. But what with Miss Girl, Miss Chick, Miss Terrible, Miss, and this is all, oh yeah, every episode, it's in my opinion. I provide evidence that helps my opinion, and sometimes I find that parts of my opinion is wrong. And yes, like, watch those episodes because, and I mean, not my whole opinion, but sometimes maybe misguided or whatever, but it's like I show the whole truth, nothing but the truth. And that's why a lot of times I say I am a Democrat, liberal, progressive, and we're not perfect. Oh, trust me, progressive Democrats, not perfect. But would we be in this shape right now, current day, if you guys would have been, no, okay, this only hurts if I'm talking about you. Yeah, you know. But we wouldn't be in this place right now if we didn't have so many bigoted, racist people out there who were so scared to vote for a black woman. And some people are like, oh, well, I didn't know her value. Yeah, easy to look up. And also, she did so many interviews and talked about the things she wanted to do. And she was the one that picketed with the McDonald's employees to get minimum wage higher. It's like a lot of people, they always say she didn't do anything, she didn't blah, blah. Yeah, but then you didn't look her up. All of the amazing things and the things that she stood for, you didn't look her up. Instead, a lot of you went to your YouTubers, especially YouTubers that were against her, and some YouTubers said that they would rather go to hell than vote for her. But yeah, like, mm, yeah. And then a lot of the, well, yeah, we already know what's going on with especially deportations and ICE, and even with the birth citizenship and birth certificates. But have a feeling that they're doing that for another reason too. So I'm really going to be cautious and careful, because once you take the birth certificate out of citizenship, yeah, I really have a feel like we're missing some stuff. They're trying to do something else too. And some people might be asking, why am I bringing race into this? Because this chick brought race into this. Because, okay, first we find out she's fat phobic. And I'm a thick girl, I'm a big girl, you know? And so part of me, I thought it was kind of funny because, okay, so you're fat phobic. Okay, you don't like people that are plus size. But then during watching the videos, I heard a couple of the YouTubers mention that this was the type of flight where you got to pick your own seat. I'll repeat that. This was the kind of flight where you could pick your own seat. So I really want to know what her issue was, or why she had the issue, and or once she saw that there was a plus size woman in that seat, why didn't she just pick another seat? Because it looked like, looking at the plane, it wasn't full. Looking at the plane, she had other options. And supposedly she has a boyfriend that's black. See, yeah, I'm going to bring up that race thing. It's like, because while she was degrading and being awful and tearing down that plus size woman, pulling her hair, calling her fat, spitting on her. Oh, ooh, you better be glad I wasn't that stewardess, because once she started, mm, anyway, okay. But the way she dehumanized her, again, if you don't like people who are plus size, and especially if that is the type of plane where you get to choose where you sit, why'd you sit there? Because to me, she just feels like the type of person who, if she can find someone to bully and find someone to pour out hate to and find someone to be evil to, she will find that person and target them and belittle them and be happy and proud of it. Because watching the video, she was just laughing and having so much fun with it. It looked like, in my opinion, it looked like she was just having so much fun. She was just enjoying tearing down someone else and trying to belittle and trying to make sure she felt like she was above that person. And you know what? I found out she's a fashion designer. I will try to make sure for the rest of my life. I don't think I have anything ever designed by her, but I will look up her name and try to make sure I never wear an outfit that was designed by her. It looks like a lot of the material or a lot of the items she made was pretty cheap anyway, so there is already a low chance of that. But just the fact, like, while she's belittling women, her job is to literally make clothing that will, like, a lot of women, help them feel beautiful. She's not the type of person that should have that job. With the way that she treated that woman, she shouldn't have that job. No, especially like, well, I guess she makes sure she doesn't design any clothes for plus size women. So maybe she's in the right job. Maybe. Maybe. But yeah, when she was spitting, like, but then she couldn't breathe. I'll admit that was a little amusing. That was a little amusing because so you're going to keep yelling at this woman, pulling her hair aggressively, and then it's like she kept yelling on the plane, "I'm not touching her," while pulling her hair. "I'm not touching her." And then for some reason you kept yelling that your boyfriend is black, while, because I guess maybe the black guy was trying to get you off of that woman because you were attacking her like you were some kind of yard dog or something. Yeah, that's exact. In my eyes, that's how you were looking, like a yard dog. Yeah. I'm gonna say I don't even care. It's like the way that you were yelling at her, attacking her, belittling her. That's how you appeared, in my opinion. It was disgraceful, awful, terrible, disgusting, arrogant, and just all the it's like just disgusting. But then she was like, "I'm not racist. I have a black boyfriend." Oh, that's the same exact excuse my ex's mom always tried to tell me when she tried to blame so many things on black people, and when she kept telling me that I got the job because I'm black, I got my degrees because I'm black, and it's like I got so and so opportunity because I'm black. Because there was quite a few times where it's like I am working my tush off, trying to go for my goals, trying to start a business, trying to do different things, and then my ex would tell her, or her daughter-in-law, or her daughters would come and ask me to go back to her because she would go to her daughters and tell them, "Oh, ask her this, ask her, like, have girl chat and try to ask this type of information so then it can get back to her, so then she can try to tell me, oh, well, you only got that because you're black." But then when I tell her that was racist, she would tell me, "No, I dated a black man. I was with a black man." And but then like her son, my ex, would always say, "No, my mom's not racist. She can't be racist. She dated a black man." Well, today, yeah, this young lady's proof. I mean, there's so much other proof, but dating one black person doesn't mean you're not racist. That doesn't mean you're not racist. And a lot of people need to realize that, get themselves together and realize that, because a lot of people, for some reason, because especially when you keep trying to tell me that for me to be an okay black person, then I need to start following Candace Owens, and then I need to listen to her and act like her. Every time I would go up, she would try to play Candace Owens videos and try to tell me that I need to agree with her. And or if I say I don't agree with her and I would point out my views and videos that prove my, she's like, "Oh no, well, I don't need to listen to that." It's like, well, over time, it's like, yeah, I'm gonna play more of these for you, but you really need to start following her, and you need to like observe. And it's like she kept trying to get me onto the Candace Owens, why, like, oh. And then also she tried to force me to like country music by playing country music by different Black African American artists. But then I was like, the only artist I'll ever, or the country artist that I do like or enjoy once in a while is Dolly Parton. It's like, I mean, Beyonce has like a different genre of the country music, and I like that because it's branching out and it's like we need more variety. So I do like that. Do I listen to that often? No, I'm like, there's other songs of hers that are my favorite, but once in a while I might put that one. But yeah, it's the stuff she was playing me. I was like, ew, no, my ears are hurt. Like I like some people don't like rap or R&B or blues or musicals or classical, whatever. It's like I don't like country music. But every time I saw her, even when she came to her son's house, yeah, in Metro Detroit, yeah, what would she do? She would take out her cell phone and say, yeah, you need to listen to this. You need to listen, like, oh yeah, save this in your phone, save this on your YouTube, save this on your playlist, save. And she'll keep telling me that I need, like, did you say, like, in each time, did you save it? Did you save it? No, I'm not interested in it. Oh no, you need to listen to it again. But then next thing I know, it was more things that are racist, talking about the African American community. And with that, like, comparing both of them, because I don't know, it just really bugged me because the way this chick is yelling and screaming after yanking the woman's hair, looking like she was trying to fight her, spitting on the woman, degrading, and just every type of insult you can tell a plus size woman. It sounded like she was trying to say and yell. And then, even I think the gentleman that was sitting next to the plus size woman, she was putting him down too, saying, oh, that's why you're never gonna be able to sleep with anybody. Like, part of me is just like, are you that desperate for attention? Are you that desperate to be a bully? Because with my ex's mom, I just saw her as a bully. It's like my ex couldn't stand, like, my ex would literally gaslight me to go up and see them because I didn't want to see them, because I didn't like them. I remember when they were coming to Metro Detroit to visit, I went, like, very, like, I think one reason is like it was around the time of, like, my, like, trying to help my mom and everything, and things were kind of getting worse or whatever. And so, yeah, this is the summer before her passing or whatever. And so it's like my ex was already like, oh, he does not know how many times I was trying to break up with him. But because while I'm working, this is when I was working, I think, 3 jobs. And so working 3 jobs Monday through Friday, and then trying to help around the house as much as I can Saturday is like, okay, trying to get paperwork and stuff ready, especially trying to plan some stuff for my students for the next week, and like for the K through 8 school, and then for my college students, and then trying to prepare for the other job, and then trying to clean up around the house, trying to make sure I'm together for the Monday, and then the excruciating pain in my legs. So a lot of times waking up and soaking my, like, I'm soaking my body in a hot bath for as long as possible. I am doing research, trying to figure out, because doctors are still telling me that I'm only walking like that because I want to, that I'm fat and I need to lose weight and all this other stuff or whatever. And so, like, my self esteem is just like, I'm at a point where every morning I wake up saying I hate myself and I hate my life and stuff. So, and like, also, I don't know, it's just, oh, it was a nightmare. And so, with my ex and his mother, them both telling me that everything I'm accomplishing is only because I'm black. But then you look at his life, it's like he put me down when I started investing my money. He put me down when I got the, like, like, part-time or adjunct professor job at the community college. He put me down when I started writing my book. He, like, every time I try to do something, he would put me down and then go and tell his mother. So when I saw his mother, she would only tell me that I'm only going to be able to do it because I'm black. But then at the same time, he couldn't save a penny to his name. So while he's putting me down for getting the jobs, while he's putting me down for investing my money, while he's putting me down for, like, just like trying to start my businesses and everything, he has his hand out for gas money. He has his hand out so he can go order food for his daughters and or other things that he may need in the house. But then turn around, his mother still tell me that the only reason I'm where I'm at is because I'm black. But then when I break up with him, she said that was the best thing that ever happened to her son. And so to me, I'm just like, how dare you? And so it's like the way that my ex's mom reminds me of this woman, because some, like, when I would tell his mother that, I was like, you're racist. I was like, one time I called her a bigot. Oh, she got so mad. I didn't care. It's like after she drunk a couple other beers, she let it like go or whatever. But it's like she was like, I can't be. I had a black boyfriend. Who the crap cares? Who the crap cares? Dating someone of a different race does not, that no, that does not give you the I'm not racist card or sticker. No, that's not how it works, Karen. Oh my gosh, she was so awful and terrible and bigoted. And the way that the woman was yelling and demeaning and just saying all these awful things, because even if you've been listening to the episodes, you will also remember when I told her, she told me, how are cops unfair, how are cops racist. So I would tell her about how the one police officer called me the N-word. Oh, well, he was just having a rough day. Like, whenever, like, even when I worked at the law office, the same thing. Like, part of me is just like, oh, so when people say the N word, is that just a thing? Is that just having a rough day? Yeah, it's like, because like I'm just like, I'm literally telling you that someone called me one of the most degrading, awful, terrible words that, like, in the Caucasian vocabulary. Because then, yeah, a lot of white people don't understand, why can't we say that word? Because in other languages it means something different, but when it got into the hands of the Caucasian community, they put it in a awful, terrible, dehumanizing term, way, language. Yeah, the vocabulary for it for this country is different than in others. Yeah. So when some people say, well, in other countries I can say it, good for you. Not here. Or it's like, yeah, if you try to say that around me, yeah, I won't be anywhere near you. No. No. And yeah, I'm going to be finishing up, but watching this person, she kind of just reminds me of a lot of the mega community. That's how I see them. Because with especially the guys that have written me on dating apps and online, that's how a lot of them sound. And I'm seeing a pattern. So I don't know. Part of me just wonders, who did she vote for? Because it's kind of screaming MAGA. It's kind of screaming MAGA. Because it's like she wasn't it's like she wasn't even regretful for what she did. But then also, like with the one video, they someone some a YouTuber was like, oh, if anyone knows her and has stories of her past or whatever. And then we find out, like, when she was walking her dog and her dog had to take, a poop or whatever, and it's like the neighbor was like, can you pick it up? And it's like, I think she rubbed feces, like she did something, like, yeah, watch the video, whatever. But it's like, she is a bully. She is like, in my opinion, she's an absolute terrible, awful, inhumane person. She is. And it's just to the point where when you pass away and you have your obituary, do you want people to see or read, like, what are people going to say about you? What are people going to say about you? Because especially now that this kind of stuff is online, I mean, I know they're not going to put this in your obituary, but how honest are people going to be when they talk about you? It's like, I mean, I know that you're supposed to say nice things, but I kind of can't blame people if they're not going to be able to. I would kind of cheer them on if they got to be, because you know what? That would be some good. Yeah, but no, it's not the time. It's not. You know what? It's like after the funeral, then you can have a quote unquote, let's get real funeral. And people get to just go ham and tell the truth and say the real, like, what they really thought about you. Because, yeah, in front of mama and grandma and all of them, yeah, be polite, be nice, say how giving and supportive this person was. But then, mm-mm, yeah, it's like, especially if that person had a mistress or a extra sir and everything around. No, go ham. Because, oh yeah, when my mom passed away, my ex refused to go to the funeral. Ah, when his mom goes, I mean, I don't want to go, but if they had that after funeral or the after funeral, oh, I would have so much fun. I would even have fruit snacks. I would have gummy bears or popcorn and a soda. I'd be like, ooh, this is going to get good. And I was like, and if you need any help, I got stories. I got stories. Let me chip in. It'll be my honor. Let's go. But, anyways, thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human, and you're human too.